Hey everybody, Eddie J on crypto. Sorry I didn't get a video out last night. I didn't turn on the sound. There you go. But here we are in the morning, and I'm going to try to shoot in the morning. It actually feels good to get up early, or earlier, and let's get to it. So the SEC has doubled their cyber unit staff and renamed the cyber unit to crypto assets and cyber unit. Paul Tudor Jones, legendary investor, is saying, hey, look, listen, I don't see how you're not long Bitcoin. We'll dig into that. Algorand and FIFA. Yeah, they landed FIFA. It's a couple of days ago, but it's still a big deal. Argentina, the adoption in Argentina is going to get bigger because Banco Galicia has enabled people to purchase crypto using their app. They are the largest bank in Argentina. That's a big deal. The world's largest family-owned private bank, House of Lichtenstein, is working with SEBA Bank to offer its clients and customers the ability to purchase crypto assets, beginning with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, that's kind of a big deal. My man, Saylor, he is not playing games. Right now, his holdings are underwater by about $1 billion, and he's still buying crypto. He's still buying Bitcoin. Excuse me, we will dive into that because there's more to it. I told you to pay attention to what you're doing, how you're investing, what you're investing in. I've been paying attention to what's going on with the land auction for Yuga Labs and their Otherside metaverse. It's tanked about 25%. It has a lot of people underwater, right? Pay attention to what you're investing in, and let's make some better judgments. Belgium, home to the EU and NATO, has laid out the registration process for virtual asset service providers. That is a very big deal. They had launched a campaign in 2018 where they published a list of kind of suspicious actors in the space. That list has now been updated and contains about 120. We'll dig into all that. Whew. Let's dig into the SEC. Lordy. So you double the size of your cyber unit, rename it, and the type of resources that you bring in are litigators, staff attorneys, fraud analysts, and supervisors. Where are the people that actually write regulation? Just wondering, where are they? What are they doing? Are you hiding them? I know I'm acting stupid, but seriously, it just seems like they're going toward, let's just, drop a hammer on everything. Let's chase everybody. Let's scare everybody into working correctly. Why not create a solid framework by which, companies can operate? Stop leaving things, ambiguous out there in the market and create a solid framework and build it out from there. Just saying, that would be helpful. Paul Tudor Jones, legendary investor. I was watching him yesterday on CNBC's Squawk Box. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. Too bad. Get over it. But he was saying, listen, I don't see how you're not long, crypto. And the reason why is he's saying, listen, you have a serious brain drain. For me, the first serious brain drain in the financial market was because of fintechs. That was big. This is bigger. You have established people in the financial industry saying, see ya, to the traditional financial industry and moving over to Web3 tech. That's where they're going. Higher salaries, better opportunities, managerial opportunities. There's a lot of things going on there. And to make it worse, he's saying even with his own kids, his kids' friends, his friends' kids, he's seeing kids graduating from college with powerful minds, computer science, law, all these things. And where are they going? Not traditional finance. That's right. They're going over to Web3. So with all of that intellectual power in that space, how are you not long on crypto? That right there says a lot. So when everybody talks about gloom and doom, oh, it's going to drop, it's going to drop. Okay, it drops. It'll go back up. That's if it drops, it'll go back up. If not, it's just going to go up from here. What are the factors out there that are holding things back? Logistics, war crimes by Russia, pandemic. There might be a few other things, but those are the big ones. Those are the big ones, right? The world has, kind of coagulated in certain areas for certain services. So India's got people educated, can do work. So a lot of six-figure salaries are being outsourced to Indian resources. You have manufacturing and other things being outsourced to China. Countries are starting to think about, or businesses and countries are starting to think about, well, maybe we need to bring this back closer to home. Yeah, you should. You should have never given it away decades ago because you're greedy. You should never have done that. The United States used to be a manufacturing powerhouse. We outsourced that crap. Stupid move. Why? Because of greed. The long-term chess game, which other countries are playing, demonstrated by China, we didn't do a good job at. We went reaching for the fast green, the fast profit. I bet you now they're rethinking those things. They should be. Algorand. Nothing really much to talk about here, right? They landed FIFA.com. Right? They cut a deal with FIFA, and they are the official blockchain sponsor for FIFA.com. That includes the Men's World Cup in 2022, later this year in Qatar, and the Women's World Cup next year in Australia and New Zealand. Huge, huge, huge marketing opportunities right there for Algorand, a coin. Well, protocol, sorry, but still, you see what I mean? It's not an exchange. It's not an exchange. Big difference. FTX has some. Crypto.com, has one. There are a few exchanges out there that have done some really big things. This is a coin. This is a protocol, a project. They landed. That's huge. So I told you before, don't sleep on Algorand, and you should not sleep on Algorand. They're moving slow. Most all coins and even Bitcoin are moving back a little bit, giving back a little bit. But you should pay attention to what's going on out there. All of these things are laying positive groundwork for the near term, right? Near term, I mean the next few months, midterm and long term, right? That it's becoming a big deal. And here's something for you to contemplate. Largest family-owned investment bank, House of Lichtenstein. Imagine who those customers are. Just let that wash over you. Imagine who those customers are now offering direct purchases of Bitcoin or direct investment of Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. They're looking to add more coins to that list, but right now it's those two. It's always going to be those two. That's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. You have people that have money that are betting huge in the crypto space. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. In all of my videos, how many times I told you, oh, this group got $100 million, this group got $500 million, this group made $561 million. Just the amount of money that's being thrown, billions. Okay? Michael Saylor has said, I'm not selling Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, last month, he got a Bitcoin-backed loan from Silvergate. Those created, obviously, encumbered coins, meaning he can't do anything with that number of Bitcoin. The rest of his Bitcoin, he can do whatever the heck he wants, and he's looking at creating, doing yield generation. So he's exploring those options. You know what else he's doing? Buying Bitcoin. That's what he's doing. He's like, nah, man, I'm not selling. I'm buying. You got some? I'll buy it. That's deep. That's deep because considering where he's at right now, his company, MicroStrategy, is in the hole by about $1 billion, give or take. And he's still buying more. All of these people that are drumming up all this money to make all these purchases must see something. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Belgium, home to the EU, home to NATO, has laid out a framework for people, for businesses, virtual asset service providers to register with the company, with the country. Those existing now have parameters, and they must notify of their activity by July 1st and register by September 1st. They published a list in 2018 about how these 120 companies, or these companies, they've since updated to about 120 companies, seem to be suspicious digital asset investment firms. Well, this new registration process, we've seen it happen in other countries, is going to shake out the rotten fruit. It's going to shake out the rotten fruit. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because if you see a company that was in Belgium one day and now they've moved and they've registered in another country, I'm not doing business with them. Nope. Somebody who was a company head at some company over there, and that company folded and they went over here and started another company. Nope. No, sir. Not going to do business with you. Why is that? Are you serious? You didn't register. And the registration options in Belgium are not hard hoops to jump through. They're not. They're not. These are simple things. Anti-money laundering, anti-terrorism things, KYC, know your customer. These are very simple things. Have money in the bank. Not even talking about a lot of money. You're talking less than $55,000 in the bank. So I'm just saying, pay attention to who you're doing business with. Pay attention to who's on what project. Know the coins that you want to be involved in. Know the networks, the protocols, the projects, everything. Do your own research and know about what you're going to invest in. Don't follow the herd. You want to know why I say don't follow the herd? A couple of days ago, Saturday, what happened? Yuga Labs had a land auction for its metaverse, Otherside, and they were selling other deeds. Well, these other deeds, went crazy. They, I called it breaking the internet, right? That was the title, broke the internet. Well, in this case, they broke the crypto version of the internet. They brought down Etherscan. They sent minting prices or gas fees up to $44,000. It's insane. Somebody spent $44,000 to mint something. It's insane. Done lost your damn mind. I know that person is underwater. 25% down. Please tell me what the utility is that you would make that kind of investment. What's it going to do? What's it supposed to do? What's it supposed to do? Just help me out. Secondhand sales down 45%. People are seriously underwater. I hope something happens so that, the value goes back up. But have you seen the coin itself? Is it still on the list? It was on the list yesterday. I do not see ApeCoin on my top 25 loser list. Is it on the up list? Nope. But it's down. Matter of fact, let's hop over and take a look at the numbers and let's see. First, let's take a look at, winners and losers. Winners and losers, I'm not paying attention to, high number things unless, it's something that I'm actually, invested in. Algorand, 4%. So that means that from here down, I don't care. My rule. My rule is what? If it's moving between 5%, 0 and 5%, to me, that's not even a move. In the crypto space, to me, that's not even a move. That can happen in 5 minutes. That can happen in 10 minutes. So it's not a move to me. But, just to take a look, here's Algorand down 4%. Okay. I think things will come back. Your top movers right here, right? Let's see who's in this list. And you just saw it update. I told you before, I'm not touching Tron. I'm just not. I'm just not. Waves moved 8%. I don't know any of these other coins. I'm not really doing anything over there. Decentralized social, being that Rebel Vino is a social platform based on food, beverage, travel, things of culture, things that bring people together. That's our social platform. I know what it takes to build one. I'm still not convinced that blockchain is where a social platform can actually have that kind of immediate interaction. I think right now, I think the speed makes it a nice little gimmick. It'll if things speed up later on, maybe it happens there. I would tell you that don't get caught up in Web3, Web3, Web3. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Something that replace Web 2.0. They're going to exist side by side. I'm not going to, smart companies are not going to move technology just because, other technologies exist. Because the new technologies don't necessarily mean that they're better than the old technologies. Okay, so pay attention to what's out there. And for me, decentralized social, a lot more is going to have to happen in that space for me to see that it's going to be worthwhile for me and my team to build, to rebuild our social network or extend our social network to the blockchain. There are things that we're doing, leveraging the blockchain for specific things, specific reasons. And we'll make that announcement fairly soon. By the end of the month, we'll make that announcement. But we're not doing anything right now that would see us moving over to that space. There are a lot of things that have to be accounted for when you have a real social platform. A lot of things. Posts, likes, tracking everything. Everything is a freaking transaction. Everything is a transaction. If I like your post, that's a transaction. I've got to track that. You posted up an image. You posted a link. I have to track that. That's a lot of information. That's a lot of information. What's the utility for moving that over to Web3? It's going to have to show me. Gonna have to show me. So we take a look at, I want to refresh these screens before we begin. Yesterday, the fear and greed index was at 22. Now it's at 21. DeFi Llama. Whoa, baby. I was not expecting that. So total value locked is now back over $200 billion. I can't tell you how big that is. That's really, 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 really big. It had dropped under $200 billion. Remember, there have been a number of DeFi or negative DeFi news, a couple of hacks, a backdoor. There are a lot of things that happen. So when you see this, that's actually a big deal. And I said it the other day, it's been maintaining, and I was surprised that it was maintaining with everything. That means that most of the companies out there still, people are still trusting them. For this to come back above 200 billion is a big move because it says, hey, we believe in this space. Again, billions of dollars. That's a lot of people with a lot of money talking about, hey, we believe in what's going on. So that's big. There's still a lot of pent up energy. So yes, we're in extreme fear right now, but with so many positive things going on, so many positive things. You've got the Vassal Fork coming up for Cardano. You have a lot of things that are happening across several different projects that are just saying, we're ready, we're moving, we're making it happen. Yes, I was negative on Ethereum the other day. I was negative on Solana. Why? Because, Solana had an outage. They've come back with a resiliency plan. K got it. Ethereum, well, they got Ethereum, got hit with high gas fees because of so much volume. everything leads back to volume, right? So those gas fees, the greed from gas fees shot up. Everything goes back to volume. So I'm sitting there and I'm just going, man, it's not ready yet. It's going to take many coin to handle, e-commerce. It's not going to be, I don't think there's going to be one coin. However I can pay you faster is how I'm going to pay you. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Bitcoin. Wow, look at that. It's at 39,000. I never thought I'd be so happy to see Bitcoin at 39,000. Remember, it has been at 37. Look at this. Right here, it's at 37.4. It was lower than that. But it's back up 39,000. Is it going to stay there? Doubtful. Doubtful that it's going to stay there. I think we're going to keep bouncing in this range for a while. But if we're not busting down from this range, I think eventually we're going to bounce up from this range. My friend Elliot and I have been talking about that. And he's paying attention to the charting and I'm paying attention to the news. So the more that we find out, I'll share it with you. I'm trying to get him to get on camera so, he can talk to. He knows a lot about stocks and how stocks are playing. Because remember, I was telling you the other day, not everything that happens in the crypto space can be invested in via coin. Some of these things, think Coinbase, and as an example, have to be invested in as a... Pay attention. There are opportunities all around. But not everything is a stock play, or not everything is a crypto play. Look to see where you can make your money. Why? Because it's all about grow my bag. It's all about grow my bag, and we'll have news about that hopefully later this month as well. We've got a lot of things going on at Rebel Visions. A lot of things. Hence Rebel Visions. A lot of stuff going on. Everything is in the red right now, but a lot of things were in the red, but you're still down off of highs. Bitcoin is still under $40,000. Ethereum is still under $3,000. This is the sale price. These are still sale prices. Everybody is far away from their all-time high. Far away. I'm going to show you one. Here's the one I was going to show you. ApeCoin, ranked number 31. Let me just refresh the page, just make sure we're getting the right pricing. I'm pretty sure we are because, it's at 15. Look at that. It's 15.77. That's still down from 26 bucks. ApeCoin, still down from 26 bucks that it hit just Saturday. That's an $11 swing, or close to $11 swing. It's $11 off of its high, all-time high. I'm just saying there are rules to how to invest. Basic rules. Know what you're investing in is number one. Do your own research. Know what you're investing in. Do me that one favor. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope you enjoy what I'm sharing with you. I hope you learn something. I know my kids are learning something. That's who I do this for, and I'm just sharing with you. If you do, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a new video. Have a great day. Grow your bag.